Hello, my friends. So today you guys are going to get to see me, take a little glimpse of me wearing my other hat, my teacher hat here in my classroom at Stafford High School. Seems to be the only place these days that I can get a little bit of quiet to come to you and talk with you guys a little bit. So today, what I would like to talk to you all about are bumblebees. What? Miss Erin, why are we talking about bumblebees? Okay, well, let's talk about them. Let's think about bumblebees. It has been nice and warm for a couple days so far. We've had a couple nice warm 60-degree days. And it really makes me think about the springtime and the trees blooming and the leaves starting to turn green. And one way that all happens with our flowers and the trees blooming is from the help of pollinators. It's a big word, pollinators. And I'm sure you guys have learned about pollination in school, but one of the biggest helpers of pollination and helping with all of our flowers and trees blooming are our friend the bumblebees. Now, if you're anything like my two kiddos, Tucker and Madeline, they hate bees. They're horrified of them. If there's one anywhere near them, they will scream like their life depends on it and run in the opposite direction because they hate bees. All right. But I want to start thinking about bees in a little bit of a different fashion today. So I'm going to share with you guys a little picture that actually one of my friends shared on Facebook. And I said, you know what? That is what I'm going to talk to you guys about today. So I am going to share with you guys a little bit about some bumblebees. So there we go. Be a bumblebee. Well, what does exactly be a bumblebee mean? So let's talk about it. This is the picture that my friend shared today that I absolutely loved. And I said, you know what? Yeah, we should. We should be a bumblebee. So it says that bumblebees are not designed to fly. God did not make them to be sleek and skinny and zoom from branch to branch. God made their body thick and heavy and fluffy so that they could gather all the pollen that they could when they go into flowers, right? So they're thick and fuzzy. And the cool thing about bumblebees too is that their wings are paper thin. They're super tiny and light, and they're way smaller than their body. Those wings of theirs should not be able to keep that big fluffy body in the air, right? But have you ever seen a bumblebee just walking around? I know that I haven't. Bumblebees absolutely refuse to accept the limitations of their teeny tiny paper thin wings. Those bumblebees fly from flower to flower in spite of what God has told them and what nature has told them with their tiny wings that they can't do. That bumblebee knows its own strength and knows that it's capable of more than what it thinks it is or feels like it is. So be a bumblebee. So I looked up some scripture that talks about finding strength even when we feel weak. All right. And our first scripture is going to come from Psalm chapter 46, verse 1. God is our refuge and strength, an ever-present help in trouble. Therefore, I will not fear. And then Isaiah 41:10, and this is one of my favorite verses. I love the book of Isaiah. So, do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you, and I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. And then this one was one of my dad's favorite scriptures from Philippians chapter 4. I can do all things through Christ, which strengthens me. So when you are feeling like you've got paper thin wings that can't lift you from flower to flower, and you're feeling overwhelmed by all the things that you have to do, and you say, I just can't do this, I'm not strong enough. Look to the Lord and say, I can. I can do the things. I can do hard things. Pastor Bert said that in his very first sermon to us. I can do hard things because Christ gives me that strength. So the next time you feel like you can't, just remember our friend, the little fluffy bumblebee with teeny tiny paper thin wings, and be a bumblebee. Thank you, my dear friends, for hanging out with me today and talking about bumblebees, and I will see you soon. Bye.